Hello you guys, this is a video in honor of men, and I really like men. It was brought to my attention that I have been focusing on the negative and not on the positive, so I want to make this video about that. The comment I'm inspired is from Duke XX177 on the video I made, which I'll put up here, Unhinged Men Repulse Me, Yuck, in which I was referring to guys who go off on me in the comments, because in real life, men don't go unhinged on me. I haven't had that happen. I can't remember the last time in real life that a guy called me a name, belittled me, or anything like that. It's probably been years, and that would have been either my dad or my brother, or my ex-husband the night before I left him. But in real life, men treat me really well, and I haven't made videos about that. I'm going to tell you why in a moment, but first let me read his comment. Why is it okay for you and other women to say all men are trash, or something to that effect? I didn't say all men are trash, but whatever. And when any man just leaves a message defending men, we are the bad guys. Lately, you're always making videos saying most men are losers. You're always saying we're going off on a woman on the internet who's done nothing to you. You're the one constantly talking shit about men. But double standards are a constant thing men have to deal with constantly. Just thought I would give my 2 cents since you have no problem giving your 2 cents to this conversation. Have a wonderful night. Now, this is a very good comment because he's expressing himself in a way that doesn't put anyone down. He's powerfully expressing himself. I was very touched by his comment, actually. And I said, who said all men are trash? For me, the only trash are anonymous men on social media, i.e. YouTube, who want to insult me. I do appreciate your comment. I need to edit that real quick. So I started with, this is good feedback, points taken, I'll make a video. And he's right. Now, the reason that I don't talk about all the wonderful men is to protect their privacy. I'm going to be honest, because in my real life, I interact with men regularly in my bookkeeping appointments. And like any customer, whether you're a realtor, you're a barber, you're a lawyer, you're an accountant, you're a bookkeeper, or whatever, it's improper to discuss our clients. And I will not. Even in my book, The Fuck List, I made sure that I hit the identity, of the people. But I could make so many good videos about my clients and my customers, my subscribers on my Just for Fans, my bookkeeping clients. But I'm not going to, because I value their discretion. And I wouldn't want someone who's watching the video even thinking that I'm remotely talking about him. Okay, even though I've kind of said my bookkeeping clients tell me this is the dating market, but I cannot give you specifics about these men. Number 2, men in my neighborhood, men at my gym, my sons. I am not going to talk about them. These guys are fucking awesome. My sons, my clients, the guys at the gym are very friendly. Like, they're so nice, they're so polite, they're so respectful. I adore them. They treat me all so well, and they give me the life that I have that allows me to make these videos. I wish I could tell you the stories about them and how great they are, but I can't. So if you could give me some tips on how I can share my appreciation, my respect, and my admiration for these men without telling you what goes on in my bookkeeping appointments, because that's confidential, and giving away like details of these men, which is confidential and very sacred to me. So those men treat me really well, and I enjoy all of these interactions that I have. Now, the men in my real life, men don't insult me. They don't go around insulting women. They don't go around doing annoying things, except online is the only place men annoy me. Not all men, but it can be guys that saw my bookkeeping ad and they think I'm pretty, So they want to waste my time by sending me a text or an email because they want a sexy bookkeeper or a mature bookkeeper. I get mad at those guys. And somehow the getting mad at it makes me feel like but even then I don't make videos about the bookkeeping guys that are annoying, except I do it sometimes in the membership area. But in the membership area, I will not discuss my clients that I actually see. I might give a story about some guy who was annoying, but I'm not going to give you a story about a guy that was really respectful and that ended up making a bookkeeping appointment because of the discretion. So that's why my videos are so one-sided, and you're absolutely right. They're really one-sided. I'm not going to make any videos about my children, my grandchildren, or anyone in my family. I'm not going to talk about that. I've talked about my ex-husband because that was a big part of my life and I protected his anonymity. But I'm not talking about his life now, and I won't. I'm not going to tell you about what he's doing now. That is nobody's business. It's not even my business. So that's why I make the kind of videos that I do. And also, I think that the impact that people have when they're negative online, it's a very strong impact. I mean, saying something negative to someone online or wasting their time, it's the same as saying it in person. It impacts the person the same way. It's just words on the screen, but we're social creatures. We're wired to feel how people treat us. And so I make kind of like these rant videos because I have no one else to talk to about this stuff. And some of the stuff I want to talk about, like I have really fun, interesting stories about clients. I don't talk to anyone. I don't have anyone to talk to, and I value the discretion. Discretion is super important. Gossiping can be fun if you're like, hey, have you seen what this celebrity did or that celebrity did? But I don't gossip around my family, with other people in the family. That's just very low energy. But anyway, I do not know how I can make videos talking about all the wonderful things about men. The men that keep their word, the men that show up, how they're punctual, how they really want to make a good impression when they come for the appointment, how hot they are. Like the clients that I have are really successful, fit men who are very respectful and alpha. Pretty much they're all alpha. And I mean, they just treat me with so much respect, and they think that I'm beautiful. You know, I mean, when you're hiring a bookkeeper, you can hire, there are thousands of bookkeepers. They appreciate the work that I do for them. I do the bookkeeping work. I collect the money at the end. They always pay me. They want to pay me. They appreciate me. I mean, that's my experience of men in real life, but I'm not going to go into more detail than that. I just don't want to. That's sacred to me, and things that are sacred to me, I'm not going to share with anonymous people on the internet. I mean, even my bookkeeping clients, I have photos of my family that I keep in an area of the house that the bookkeeping clients don't get to see. They don't get to see that. They don't get my real phone number either. You know, there's a kind of a layer of intimacy. You know, I mean, YouTube people that I don't know, you guys are way out there. I'm just talking to anyone in the world. And then it goes in, like the more I've known you and spent time with you and trust you, you can come into the inner circle. At the very inner circle is me. And then around me would be like my immediate family. And then around that would be like friends or colleagues or clients. And none of my clients have my personal phone number. They just have my work phone number. I would say there's only one client who actually has my personal number. I think because we were in a situation where I had to give my personal number. This is a person I trust. But no, they don't get my personal number. They don't get to see the photos of my family or my kids or my grandkids. And that's sacred to me. They don't get to see the names or hear the names of other clients or know anything about the other clients. That is very sacred to me, to protect the people that have trusted me. You know, these people all trust me. I guess what I can't tell you about men is that when men come here, and I'm tearing up because I'm very moved, when men come here for their bookkeeping appointments, they're trusting me with their bookkeeping. And there's nothing a man values more than his safety and his resources. And he's coming over here and he's being vulnerable with both of that, with me. And he trusts me. And that is a great honor, and it's very emotionally fulfilling for me. I have to find a way that I can talk about this in a way that's vague enough that I don't give specifics about anybody's bookkeeping situation, and let you know how much I appreciate men and value my interaction with men. I would say that what disappoints me is that at this time in my life, I don't have access to men for dating. That has to do with where I am at my age, that I'm 63, and men that would be in my dating age category would be men that would be 68 to 73. Most men that age are not very attractive. The good ones, they're married, their wives don't leave them. On a related note, I really do think that, I'm going to make a separate video on that, I really think that women do divorce men because the men fall out of love with us first. I think the men left us first and then we divorced. That's what I think. That's going to be a separate video. But these good men, their wives don't leave them. So what's really available on the market, men in their 60s or late 60s or early 70s, they're pretty much not good catches, you know. So that is disappointing. I guess I'm disappointed in that, but it is what it is. So I do have very positive interactions, and men share with me very vulnerably, and they bring me their bookkeeping situations that they trust me, and they're trusting me. Okay, they're trusting me to keep their confidence because I know who they are. I know their names. They're trusting me. And that is a great honor, you guys. I cannot emphasize how much I'm moved by that. You know, they're trusting me to keep everything confidential. And that's why I feel so fulfilled. They're trusting me, they're respectful, and I enjoy the bookkeeping appointments. Men at the gym are also very respectful. I'm very respectful. You know, they're working out, I'm working out. They're very polite. It's pretty rare for anyone to be like, I've just had a couple guys that were kind of aggressive at the gym, like saying hi to me for no reason. It was these two black guys. Some of my bookkeeping clients are black. I love my black clients. They're white, they're Hispanic, they're all races and ages. So I have no issue with that. I am here to be of service to you, offer my services to you as the bookkeeping client. So, and then men in my neighborhood, they're very friendly. They say hi to me. They're out walking their dogs. Men on the trail, they say hi. I live in a very safe neighborhood. I can even take walks late at night by the moonlight. It's very quiet and peaceful. We're not infiltrated by illegal gangs, at least not yet. Around here, it's very quiet out in the suburbs. And I want to thank you again for inspiring me to make this video and explain to you. So my experience with men is like, they're great. My life is great. It's super fun. Guys are my Just for fans. They love my videos, you know. And then, so my experience of men is positive. I get great comments, interesting comments. Some of the regular commenters leave really good comments. Barry Nelson leaves great comments. He's in his 70s, I believe, in the UK. From his comments, is what I've read. And he's in love with his wife. He still loves his wife. They've been married for a really long time. He respects her and he loves her. There's another one. Oh, I forgot his name right now. He talks about swimming in the ocean in the summer. He has a girlfriend. He's had a girlfriend for many, like 18 years, I believe, he said in one of his comments. Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot his name. He always starts out his comment with, "You're absolutely glowing today," glowing in all caps. There are some other gentlemen, Frederick someone and Martin someone, like leaving really great comments. And also guys adding to the conversation. So I really like that. But I think what it is, there's something about human nature that when, and this is a true thing from psychology, is that when we are threatened or we're somehow threatened or someone's mean to us, that registers in our brain like 100 times more than someone leaving a kind comment. And I'm going to look that up before I continue this video. Okay, here we go. And I know I heard this on Joe Rogan before. He never reads the comments. He's like, why do I focus so much on one negative comment? I've heard radio talk shows about this. Someone can have a birthday party and get 100 positive comments and one negative comment. That's all they will think about. And we're hardwired for that. We're hardwired for that because we as humans, as like our animal instincts, are hardwired to really notice danger. And in our social group, if someone is angry with us, historically that was a sign of danger and a big threat. So we have to really tune into that. But here are some things I found on Google. Why do we fixate on the negative? Because negative information causes a surge in activity in the critical information processing area of the brain. Our brains evolved to react much more strongly to negative information than to positive ones. So there's nothing wrong with you if you are focusing on something negative that happened, that a woman said to you or someone at work said to you, and you're focusing on that and you're thinking, what is wrong with me? That's why. And that kind of goes to why I was doing it in these videos about these men, because these men that go off on me, I'm hardwired to find that so repulsive. So the strong feeling I have on these the feeling, okay, so the men that are positive with me are very fulfilling and it feels really good. Maybe it's like a level 6, but the negative ones, I'm at a 10. Because I'm mad, I want to say something about it. I want to say something. But but if I have a negative situation that's just tolerable, you know, I'm not going to make a video about it. I'm not going to make a video, you know, like I see these young guys driving on the freeway I drive 80. So if they're passing me and zipping in and out, they're going 90 or 100 and it's dangerous. I like go really slow. I'm not going to make a video about that because I'm not mad about it. Or, I mean, there are things people do that, you know, like I'm about to go up to a piece of equipment at the gym and someone else is going up to it. I'll let them have it first. I'll ask them when they're done. Like, I don't care. Someone pulls into this parking spot I was going to take, but they were there waiting too and they took it. I'm going to let that go. I don't care, you know. So there are positive and negative things that happen in my life that are like this, but some guy that's just annoying to me, that's registers here. I have a very, very strong reaction to negative behavior by men, and that's good because that makes me a healthy woman. Now, why do I have to make videos about it? That's another question. Maybe I shouldn't make videos about those situations. Maybe it would be better for me to deal with it internally and not make a video about it. So that's, let me know in the comments. That's fair enough. But I am going to have a stronger reaction. Let's read some more about this. This is from Very Well Mind, and I'm not going to put these in the description. The negativity bias is our tendency not only to register negative stimuli more readily, but also to dwell on these events. This is known as positive-negative asymmetry. This is exactly what I was just explaining. This negativity bias means that we feel the sting of a rebuke more powerfully than we feel the joy of a praise. Actually, this is something different than I said, but praise might make me feel good here, and a rebuke might make me feel bad, but the bad's going to be more because it's negative. So people have a stronger reaction to negativity than they do to positivity. That's why they often say in a relationship you have to have, I think, 5 positive interactions for every negative one, because we're hardwired. Now, why are we hardwired this way? Let's keep reading. Okay, exactly what I was saying earlier. Alertness to danger or the bad stuff in historic times, you know, before we lived in our homes and safely, was a matter of life and death. We inherited the genes that predispose us to give special attention to those negative aspects of our environments that could be harmful to us. In this way, dwelling on the bad stuff is similar to the sensation of pain. It's our bodies working to keep us safe. Moreover, negative emotions arouse this part in our brain, the emotional center called the amygdala. It's the alarm bell of the brain. It uses 2/3 of its neurons to look for bad news, like it's always looking for bad news, I guess, in the background. Once it sounds the alarm, negative events and experiences get quickly stored in memory, in contrast to positive events and experiences, which usually need to be held in awareness for a dozen or more seconds to transfer into long-term memory storage. Negative events also linger longer than positive ones. This stickiness is known as positive-negative asymmetry. So in other words, we're more likely to register an insult or a negative event than we are to take in a compliment or to recall details of a happy event. This can cause you to dwell on something negative, even if something positive is equally or more present. For example, you might spend all day with a friend and have a wonderful time, but if they make one small comment that perturbs you, you may end up remembering the day just for that comment, categorizing the experience as negative when the entire day was actually positive. Now, here's an experiment in which people were asked to imagine either losing $50 or gaining $50. The amount is the same, but the emotional response is significantly larger for those imagining what it would be like to lose the money. In other words, the negativity of losing is far greater than the goodness of gaining, even when it's the same amount. Well, we could go on and on. And so that is a natural reaction. But I also have that same thing that I come across in the place where I advertise for my bookkeeping services, because I know that men want to see me. Maybe they see me as vulnerable. Maybe if they think I'm too friendly, if they think I'm too nice, they'll try to take advantage of me. So that's something I always have in the back of my mind. And if I put things in my bookkeeping ad to kind of let them know, don't give me your bullshit. Don't try to take advantage of me. Like, I have to portray myself as capable and competent to do the work and friendly enough that they want to work with me. But yet I don't want them to think I'm going to be a pushover or I'm going to be too nice. And this is only online. All these things, I'm telling you, my experience of these things are online. Because in real life, men can see me. They're like, you look like a confident woman who's not going to put up with any bullshit. But online, they don't know that. And so that's how my marketing also, I'm guarded in my marketing. And I'm guarded making these videos because I know that these manosphere incels are out there. They're going to leave nasty comments that I have to deal with. I have to, every time I make a video, I have to deal with the onslaught of loser men who are going to leave nasty comments. Now, you guys watching my videos don't know this. I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and I never think about the people making the videos having to deal with negative comments, because they have moderators usually who delete all those comments. They all look like everyone's adoring them, but that's not true. They have to delete those nasty comments. And so you're looking at it from your point of view. You're like, oh, well, that's Shahrazad. She's talking. She's a confident woman. She's just saying her stuff. But I actually read the comments. Joe Rogan doesn't even read his comments, okay? I actually read my comments. That's why I'm making a video now based on one of the comments. I want to read the comments. I think it's respectful to you. You're watching my videos. I should hear what you have to say, number one. Number two, I learn from the comments. And the comments give me ideas for new videos. So, because I read the comments, and even if I didn't, I probably would care. It's like, well, how can I express myself and feel safe that some random guy isn't going to go off on me in the comments? Because that's going to be upsetting to me. Okay? So I make videos about that. And also in my advertising, how can I advertise that I'm a competent, kind bookkeeper who's going to care about your bookkeeping needs without you thinking that that means you can take advantage of me, you know? And then I have to deal with a lot of guys that try to get a bookkeeping appointment that are just insincere, don't keep their word, waste my time, as we all have to deal with insincere customers in our jobs. We all do. I just find that annoying. I find that at a higher level of feeling than the guys that are respectful. And for all those reasons, I make those videos. And then even on my LinkedIn, I changed my LinkedIn to my underlined part saying, do not message me. I don't like when men slide into my DMs. So a lot of my social media content is also directed at, I want to be friendly and express myself, but I also want to say like, hey, if you're going to just try to slide into my DMs and you're full of shit, just get the fuck out of here. And I have to say that more harshly online than I do in real life, because in real life people see me, they're not going to fuck around with me, because in real life people are very nice and respectful. But online, it brings out the nasty losers. And I have a very strong reaction to that, as I should. That's why I married a really decent guy that I later divorced, but and I raised really healthy children. I have my life in order. So I do appreciate this comment, and what would be really helpful is if you guys have listened to this video, you know, anyone saying you say all men are trash is obviously not listening to my videos. So if you've listened to this video, in summary, the problem is that the men that are, when I'm online making videos or have a bookkeeping ad or I'm on LinkedIn or whatever social media I'm on, I am having to be guarded against men who want to take something from me. They want to take my time, or they want to insult me. So they want to take my self-respect. They want to take my time. You know, they want to squash me. They want to hurt me in some way. And like I said, negativity influences us as humans at a much higher level than the positivity. This is only online. Only online I encounter this. And because I have these strong feelings, I want to make a video about it. Number two, the men in my real life are actually awesome men, good men. They're my clients, they're my family, they're in my neighborhood, but I'm not going to make videos about them because I honor their privacy. Their trust in me is sacred. It's private. I'm not going to share that with other people, other friends. I don't even talk with my family about my clients, or my clients about my family, other than they say, well, where did you go on your vacation? I might go, well, I went to visit my mom or something. That's it. So because those parts of my life are very private, the men in my real life are very private, I don't make videos about them. Therefore, you will have seen that my videos on talking about men are very skewed, because the men in my real life are men I want to protect and don't talk about to protect their privacy. And the men online that leave positive comments are at this level, and the men leaving negative comments are at this level, which is human evolution. So I make videos about it because I'm so upset. And this is the part that I could really, you know, if you have any input on how to make videos in a different way, or, you know, if I get upset at someone, to just not make a video. I could do that. I don't have to make a video. I could have other strategies for dealing with that other than making a video. Some of my rant videos are kind of fun, but I could see that men would be upset because my rant videos are about men. I haven't made rant videos about women because women are not coming in the comments saying nasty things to me. Now, if you guys read my comments, I hope that you do, you will notice that the nasty comments are always from men. Usually some kind of a bitter man, some kind of a loser that can't get women anyway, of course. Incel type of guys. I don't want them on my channel, so I don't make videos about them anymore because they're very nasty and very negative. I don't get nasty women on my channel. I wouldn't even know how to get nasty women on my channel. That women that want to just tell me that I'm just a loser, I'm a bad mom, I'm ugly. I don't even know what women would say. Women don't leave negative comments for me, so I don't have to leave rants on women. My experience with women is more about women that fell really far short of what I expected in proper behavior in a friendship. I guess I could make a video about that, but I'm not mad at them. I'm like, you kind of suck because you didn't meet any of my requirements for a friend and you're kind of a loser. I do think that about some of these women, but I'm not mad at them in the same way that I would be mad at men. But again, I think that's a biological instinct, a genetic biological instinct to have a very strong revulsion and a very strong repulsion against men who are needy, insulting, unhinged, unstable, unpredictable, and angry. But again, it's only online. I want to emphasize this is only online. That's why I got rid of my Facebook. I got rid of my Instagram. I'm not on TikTok. On my Twitter, I have an ad from my bookkeeping services. It is set so that only people I follow can reply to me. I do not engage with anonymous men anywhere except in the YouTube comments, and here I can block them if they're disrespectful. And please don't leave hard things and try to fall in love with me, okay? That's really unhealthy, guys. That makes you look unhinged when you start falling in love with me. You do not even know me, and I don't even know you, and you're projecting a fantasy onto me, and that is pretty unhinged, pretty unstable, in my opinion. I mean, I watch guys on YouTube. I'm like, oh my God, he's so hot. You can, but I don't leave a comment saying you're so hot. You gotta have enough self-restraint to not say that. Okay, so that wraps up this video. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you again. I want to thank this gentleman who left the comment, Duke XX177. Now my guess, I'm going to guess that he's an African-American man in his late 20s to early 30s. Why do I say that? He's very authentic. He gets right to the point, and he's emotionally intelligent. He's calling me out in a really good way. I really like it. I want to know if I'm right about that. I'm thinking that he's a single guy. He's not going to put up with any bullshit. He sticks up for men. He's very manly. I'm going to analyze him. And his grammar is not the best, which is fine. I'm like a grammar queen. I won the spelling bee in 5th grade, even though I didn't learn English till I was in 3rd grade. So I'm just very good at spelling. But some people aren't, like our brains are all different. I'm very bad at following movies. Like I cannot follow a movie. That's why I don't go to them. I'm like, who is that again? And I get their names mixed up. I cannot follow the plot of a movie. That's why I have trouble reading books. I get confused. I forget the plot. So I'm not going to hold that against anyone who can't spell. But he did a good job calling me out very respectfully. So, and then he ended it with, have a wonderful night. I really like this guy. I want to give him a big... Duke XX, I want to give you a big hug if I saw you. But anyway, thank you for your comment. And thanks for watching my video.